We've been with Tilisi from almost 10, 12 years ago when they just bought the land, and we'd come to visit the site and there were goats and cows roaming around. No roads per se, we were just following cattle tracks around to get from one end to the other. And we've been with them through this whole journey of bringing Tilisi to where it is now.
Tilisi has a very good vision, and they wanted to put together an all-in-one place where you can live, work, and get entertained and do all that in one space. This was quite visionary, looking at it 12 to 15 years ago. And that was impressive because they allowed us to enter a space and address things that we dream of as architects to be able to actualize.
Yeah, I mean, a project of this, there's so many ideas, so many thoughts of what should I do, what we shouldn't do. But whatever the end result was, I think the driving factor was always that whatever we do, this has to be something that is unique, something that people look up to, one of a kind sort of a scheme.
Our first meetings when we came here, one of the interesting things is Tilisi brought all the partners on board right from the word go, so that we can create the vision together. I remember one of our earlier days, we came here not as architects but as the end users. If we were to live here, what would we want? What would we want in Tilisi in 15 years, 20 years from now? What do we see the world over? And that we'd like, having been exposed to what's happening around the world, that we'd like to have here in Tilisi. Tilisi being slightly detached from the city, we had to come up with something which makes you want to be in Tilisi.
Their holistic vision of, community, creating an environment where people thrive, that's what Tilisi is about.
Setting up in a master development like Tilisi gives you several advantages. One is you're coming into a site which has the infrastructure all sorted to your parcel. Tilisi assures you of what you're going to get. It's well planned, it's well zoned. We know the residential area, we know the low density residential area, high density residential area. So everything is planned.
Plus, obviously, you're also teaming up with a very reputable partner. So people will buy into that reputation that if you're doing a scheme in Tilisi, you are also a reputable developer. And that definitely, is appealing to a lot of buyers at the end of the day.
You want a place to live which is safe, secure, where you can walk around, jog around, where you can work just across. You have schools, you have recreation, you have shopping, and all this within one gated space. So I see Tilisi as a place that in the next decade, it will be where everybody.
Trendsetter. It's going to be a trendsetter for how the city expands. Nairobi is expanding. So where do you go to next?
Tilisi, we know what it's going to be in 15, 20 years because it's controlled. You know who your neighbor is going to be. You know what developments are going to come up.
Every architect, when they see a project being realized, feels fulfilled. A dream has become a reality. Designs on paper are now actual. And also the satisfaction in knowing that you've created a community where people are going to build their lives. So you're impacting on a lot of people positively. It's very satisfying.
Yeah, there's nothing as humbling as walking into Tilisi and seeing people settling and the residents enjoying the space, even beyond what you thought. It's quite humbling.
People's reaction to the design, the biggest positive for us. People see and love it. I think for that is, to achieve something like that is not easy. And for us to have actually done that, I mean, we're very proud and humbled as well that we took our design to the next level, and how it got received was something that was actually a very humbling experience, for us. Yeah.
One approach that we took that has helped that is getting the feedback. We didn't come with something which was cast in stone. You said this is our idea and we want it to grow. And for starters, we actually came up with different options so that we get to see and get feedback from what works best. From the house designing, to the cluster design, to the master planning. Look at all aspects of living, of aspirational living. So being open-minded and really trying to understand what would make somebody want to be here. That has been part of the success.
For me, it's always been the site. I don't think you can get a site like this anywhere in Nairobi.
That's true.
This is perfect for somebody who wants to be away from the city, but yet within the city.
Yeah.
And the views are incredible.
Especially growing up in this city,
Yes.
which both of us did.
Yeah.
Spaces like this were always a dream. And to actually actualize it,
Yeah.
that is amazing.
It's a stunning property and with stunning developments on it.
Yeah, plus the developer has delivered. Many, with all due respect, many developments in Nairobi, what people sell and what they deliver.
The promise and
What they promise and what they deliver are very, very different. Tilisi as a developer, I think has developed even beyond what they promised. We have this running joke that the projects that we are doing with this developer, the final product turns out better than the render, which is a plus. Mm-hmm. And you're sure that the developer being a partner here, most developers, after you pay off, I think they hand over and disappear. Tilisi, the developers are part of this, have been part of this, and continue to be part of this. That, if I'm a homeowner here, would give me assurance, because they are here. So anything that may arise, unforeseen or foreseen, it's a partnership and it's handled and sorted together. That you don't get in many developments in not just this country, but this part of the world.
Tilisi has been one of those projects that we have grown together with, both as a practice and also as the project. And yes, definitely, it's a special project to us, both professionally and also individually. We're very grateful for having been given this chance.
Yeah, we are proud to be associated with Tilisi. We are proud to have been part of the journey from the start. And we are happy that we are still here for the phases that are coming. To see the baby that we started with grow up. And eventually, when all is said and done, I think we are hoping to be residing here and looking back and saying, this has been our journey.